Ah, hello everybody, it's Megalithic here, and today we're going to take a look at the latest vehicle released by Rockstar as part of the Casino DLC, so why don't we just go in, head on inside then, and that's exactly what we're going to do right now, as you can see. Okay then, here we are inside the Maze Bank offices. Now, I must warn you, ladies and gentlemen, don't speak to my secretary, you know she poisons people tea with polonium. Okay, well, be that as it may, that's yes, you stay right there and I won't take any drink off you, thank you. Yes, so here we are, ladies and gentlemen, yes, we're gonna sit on down at the computer here and see about purchasing ourselves the latest vehicle, and it is the Lampadati Novak, ladies and gentlemen, and the Lampadati Novak can be found under the legendary motorsport website, and there we go, retailing for a price of $608,000, don't you know? Okay, and like I say, it is a Lampadati, and it is called the Novak, so there we go, and we're going to send it on up to the Hillcrest residence, as we always do, ladies and gentlemen, and on this occasion, we'll be getting there in the Grotti Turismo Classic, a rather fine car based on the Ferrari F40, I do believe. Okay, well, we've got on up there, ladies and gentlemen. We made it to Hillcrest with barely a scratch on the car, so don't look at it now, don't pay any attention. Absolutely wrote the damn thing off, to be quite frank with you, but there we go. Okay, never mind. Well, we'll head on inside the garage now, ladies and gentlemen, and see if that new vehicle has been delivered. And oh my, it's an SUV. Okay, well, jolly good. Don't care for these vehicles, ladies and gentlemen, you know, rather too suburban for my liking, you know, awful looking vehicles, too high, you know, no styling, probably going to be nothing under the hood there as well, you know. But we'll take it on out in a moment and see how she handles her. Just taking a quick once round there to have a look at the aesthetic stylings, and we'll take another look round now without me in the way. Okay, so what do we think of of its design? Yes, nothing. Let's be quite frank, it's hideous. Okay, well, never mind that, ladies and gentlemen. We'll take it out onto the street and see how she handles before she's been upgraded, and that's exactly what we're going to do right now. Okay then, so here we go, ladies and gentlemen, the Lampadati Novak, like I say, just over $500,000. It's an SUV, and whoever asked for one of those, you know, certainly not me, that's for certain. Okay, right, well, here we go, we're taking it down. Handling, right, okay, a little bit, right, okay, camera cut out there. Handling's at the back end there, wants to come away on you quite a lot, you know. Okay, but we'll take it on down. Can I hit that post? Yes, jolly good, just intended to do that, you know. Absolutely wasn't the most irritating thing. Okie dokie, there we go. And we're going to take it on down now, ladies. Whoops, there's missing motorists and all that sort of thing. Yeah, we're going to take it on down this straight now, ladies and gentlemen. See what sort of speed she can get up, you know. Okay, and it seems to be going quite fast to be quite. Oops, Daisy's right. Okay, hit a solid card in there. Well, never mind. It seems to be picking up quite a bit of speed though down there, you know. Yeah, quite impressed really, you know. Perhaps Rockstar have gone and sort of pulled something out of the bag here. Sort of an ugly car, but goes quite fast. Well, we'll certainly see when we get it up to the test track. Oops, sorry, hell right, hit a pedestrian now. Okay, really not doing very well, am I? Okay, well then, my ladies and gentlemen. So, what do we think straight out of the box? Not impressed, really, ladies and gentlemen. Not very good acceleration, not very good handling. Top end speed didn't feel too bad, though, gotta be honest, you know, and it hasn't been upgraded yet. So, we'll take it on inside into the Maze Bank offices, ladies and gentlemen, and see how she handles when she's had all the necessary upgrades and whatnot. And here we are, okay, and as always, ladies and gentlemen, at this stage of the video, we are going to be running at double speed, you know, just to hurry things along somewhat, and yet still give you an idea of the different modifications that can be affected to your vehicle. Okay, then, and here we go through some of the more basic elements here. We've gone through some of the more functional aspects there, the engine upgrade and whatnot, you know, suspension, transmission, and now we're going to go through some more, like I said, the aesthetic stylings, the design elements that can be affected on your vehicle, and you'll get an idea there what can be, like I say, how you can personalize or customize this, but oh good god, that looked awful. Okay then, so like I say, what do we think right out of the box? Yeah, it's not a great deal, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have to wait to take it up to the track. It did feel like it was going quite fast, to be quite frank with you, but I'm not a particular fan of SUVs, you know, and so not really taken with it, but there we go. Is a Lampadati, you know, and no idea really why they've gone and chosen to release this sort of vehicle, but that's Rockstar for you. They've sort of put hallucinogenic drugs in the game of late, and now they're releasing all sorts of strange cars. Last week, it was the Rampant Rocket, I do believe, which again, whoever asked for that, certainly not me. Who on earth would want to be seen driving around in such a vehicle? I have absolutely no idea. Okay, but now they've gone and given us an SUV, and really, after they've given us the Krieger and the likes of that, you know, there have been some very, very fine cars released on the Join This Casino DLC, the drip feed content, you know, ladies and gentlemen. This car, I'm afraid, is probably not going to be one of them. Okay, well, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, we are finally at the respray stage, so that means we're coming to the end of this section of the video, ladies and gentlemen, and we will shortly be taking the car back out onto the street and seeing how she handles. Okie dokie, there we go again. We'll put a stripe down the middle there, and there we go, that'll do for now. Okay, well, like I say, ladies and gentlemen, so here we go. This is the Lampadati Novak. It's been fully upgraded across the board there, like in terms of performance as well as aesthetics, and we're going to see how she handles. Okay, acceleration. Yes, okay, not the whoops at daisies, right, and handling, yes, okay. So acceleration fairly mundane, wasn't it, ladies and gentlemen? Nothing sort of, no wow factor there. It really wasn't awful, you know, but it certainly wasn't anything to write home about either. Whoops at daisies, right, sorry hell, not having a good crack at this, am I? Well, we'll have another look at that acceleration then, shall we? Here we go, got no other choice, have we? Yes, like I say, not impressive really, ladies and gentlemen. Now we're going to come to this corner here, the right-hand corner. Let's have a look at the handling. Okay, and yes, okay, well, I'll be quite frank with you, got around there, but only because we were going very slowly. The handling on this car is wretched awful. Back end, very tail happy, ladies and gentlemen, does want to come around, bit of a drift car, really. Now, we are getting up some speed, look at that, ladies and gentlemen, it really is going quite fast, I do feel. Sorry, hell, slammed into a gate or a fence or whatever that is. Right, try and miss the pedestrians there, and we're bringing it on back round, and whoops, it daisies. Yes, like I say, very tail happy, ladies and gentlemen, handling's really not very good, acceleration's not very good. Top end speed though did feel quite good, you know, did seem to be flying down that sort of straight there. But there is only one way to sort of establish that as a fact, ladies and gentlemen, and that is to take it on up to the airstrip, and that's exactly what we're going to do right now, don't you know? Okay then, and here we are, there we go now. First off, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be putting it up against the Vista Comet Retro, don't you know? Now, that is my good friend Mr. Raccoon driving that vehicle, you know. His name's the Bromby. He has a channel of his own. If you type the Bromby into YouTube, you can go and check out that, and he has got some rather entertaining videos on there. Okay, so here we go. First things first, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, I did feel like this car was going quite fast, and so we're going to put it up against something at least sort of, you know, mildly fast car, and yes, no, it's not going to beat it at all. There goes the Comet disappearing into the distance. Now, in all fairness, ladies and gentlemen, I did take a very, very shoddy corner there, and we do run this test a number of times, more than Mr. Raccoon would like, I'm quite certain. And we've switched cars at this point just to see if putting the more proficient driver into the Novak there gives it a better chance. And yes, let's be honest, no, I'm still coming past him in the Vista Comet Retro there. And okay, that pretty much settles it, doesn't it, to be quite frank with you. And here we go, getting around that top corner, and he is in the lead there. He has got up to the top corner faster, but no, the Vista Comet Retro is going to come past it, and that pretty much settles it, ladies and gentlemen. The illusion of speed around the streets there was purely optical, you know. It does in fact appear that this car is no good whatsoever. We can't beat the Retro Comet. There's not much it can beat, but what can it be? Let's go and find out, shall we? Now, we put it up against the Hellcat, ladies and gentlemen. Not the Hellcat, I should say the Hellfire, the Bravado Gauntlet Hellfire. Unfortunately, I take a terrible corner there, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, that sort of scuppers the race, so we're going to have to start that one again. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, here we go, the Bravado Gauntlet Hellfire, and on this occasion, Mr. Raccoon takes a rather bad corner. Here it falls right off the track, and you can see there. And so we're going to have to do that one once more. Okay, that really is rather annoying, ladies and gentlemen, but never mind, here we go. So this is the Lampadati Novak against the Bravado Gauntlet Hellfire, and okay, so straight off the line, ladies and gentlemen, the Novak takes it, and then the Hellfire goes flying into the lead there. Okie dokie, now can we actually hold the corner? There we go. Okay, right, on this occasion both got round, thank goodness for that, you know, and there he is, he sat alongside it. Now the question is, can I come past him, of course? And bloody hell, sodding hell, what the... Right, okay, bloody plane again, Jesus Christ, that's the second time I've seen one of those, ran headlong into it, and of course, we're going to have to try that again, as it's getting rather irritating, ladies and gentlemen. We had to try the Vista Comet Retro a number of times, over and over again, to be quite frank with you, in order to establish, and yes, it looks like we're going to have to give this one 4 or 5 goes before we can even get our first good reading, you know. Okay, so here we go, ladies and gentlemen, this is pretty much one of our good readings that we get, you know, what we consider to be, indication for the performance of these vehicles. And if you manage to take a half-decent corner, which is difficult in this guy, it's got to be said, it is actually possible, ladies and gentlemen, rather shockingly, even with a shoddy driver for myself, such as myself, I should say, yes, for the Novak to beat the health of the Gauntlet Hellfire around the track, and that really does come as rather a shock, you know. Okay, so we're going to put it up against other cars, you know, ladies and gentlemen, this sort of same sort of price bracket and whatnot, and this is the Weenie Issy Sports, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so how does the Novak stack up against that? Well, okay, so the Issy Sports gets off the line to start with, but as you can see, the Novak's catching it, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if I could take a half-decent corner, which I can't, I may have stood a chance there, but as I say, as with all the other vehicles, ladies and gentlemen, we do this test time and time again. Mr. Raccoon goes in and whatnot, and either way, yes, the Weenie Issy Sports takes it, even when you do actually get a decent corner out of it. So yes, the Novak loses to the Weenie Issy Sports, but it is a rather fine-looking. No, it's not a rather fine-looking vehicle. This is absolutely hideous. And whilst we're waiting for the next vehicle, we get joined by a complete stranger. Okay then, and they want to join us on a Oppressor Mark II, which rather does seem rather unfair. Now we're going up against the Zentorno, and there goes the Oppressor, but this is actually the Pegasi Zentorno we're putting this car up against, ladies and gentlemen. You can see we're bringing things to a close here. So this is the Novak versus the Zentorno, and as you can see, yes, there's no question that the Zentorno's left into the lead there, ladies and gentlemen, and it is going to keep it, you know. Okay, so yes, of course, it's not whoops, this is right, Sonic Hell hit a rock there, didn't I? Okay, sort of scuppered it, ladies and gentlemen, to be quite frank with you. We don't run this test the way we normally do over and over again, but it's a sort of foregone conclusion, you know. If it can't beat the retro custom, it's not going to beat the Zentorno. So no, the Novak is not going to beat the Zentorno there. Now, while I'm waiting for Mr. Raccoon to go and pick up his next car, you know, that person on the Oppressor comes along with the armored Paragon, you know, the Enos Paragon armored. They seem to want to race in that, and so we'll give that a go. Why not? You know, like this isn't Mr. Raccoon. I should point out, this is that total stranger. But they seem to want to race, and so okay, well, why not? I'm in the car, I'll go and give it a go. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, we're heading on down the main straight, and as you can see, the Enos Paragon armored, yes, is behind me there. Okay, trying to get around the corner in sort of good form, which is, like I say, not very likely for me. And where is the Enos Paragon armored, one may ask? Well, it's absolutely behind me. Okay, so that's rather interesting, ladies and gentlemen. It does turn out that yes, there we go. Yes, so this Novak can beat the Paragon, and I would have thought that. Rather surprising. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to bring it to a close. As I say, this is the final masquerade, as Mr. Raccoon likes to refer to it. This is the Italy GTO, the Karate Italy GTO, ladies and gentlemen. What we uphold to be one of the fastest cars on the game, you know. Technically the third fastest down a long straight, but in the real world, when you're going around the streets, we think this pretty much beats everything else out there, and it's certainly going to beat the Lampadati Novak. Okay then, so there we go. And now we're only doing this to humiliate the vehicle, of course, you know. That's the sole purpose of undertaking this particular test, and that's why we do it. Okay then, and there we go. So then, the Lampadati Novak, we put it around the track, put it up against the Retro Comet, lost against that, beat the Hellfire, lost against the Issy Sports, you know, was going to lose against the Zentorno, and is certainly going to lose against the GTO. So what do we think of the Lampadati Novak, ladies and gentlemen? Raspberries, that's what we think of it. Show them what we think of it, Mr. Raccoon. There we go. Yes, cover it in gasoline. Good man. Pour it all over. Good Raccoon. Anyway, pour it all over that sodding vehicle. I've got absolutely no interest in that wretched thing, and I shall be selling it as soon as this video is over, I can assure you. Okay, now Mr. Raccoon is sort of goading me on, you know, ladies and gentlemen, encouraging me to stick sticky bombs to it, so I think I will. Why not, you know? There we go. I'll slap one or two on them. There we go. And one, whoops, it tastes okay. Miss. All right, we'll try one more. And there we go. Yes, Mr. Raccoon. So go ahead and set fire to the wretched thing. I really don't care for it. Yes, but actually, now I think about it, I'm going to get away from there in case it blows up. Okay, and here we go. Yeah, so should you buy the Novak? No, you most certainly should not. You know, it's an absolute waste of time. If I'm going to be driving around the map, I'd much rather be going about in something like this, the Karate Italy GTO, don't you know, a fantastic vehicle. And on this video, I managed to get away with my life, you know. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I do hope you've enjoyed this video, and as always, thank you for watching.